So okay, okay, Barrett's gonna come out.
Okay.
Hey, Marlon, how's it going?
Hi, Barrett. How are you doing? I'm
I'm
good.
doing good, thank you.
You ready to have some questions uh, given to you? The questions that you wrote about?
Sure.
Okay, very good. Um, do you have a security system or protection system?
Me personally, no, but I am part of a very heavily. I was a what they refer to as a bot alter before I became the alter that I am now, and that bot alter was part of a security system.
Do you know how many alters are in the security system?
I'm gonna say probably 50 to 100 alters are part of a security system. Each level probably has maybe four to five.
Hmm. Do you function as a hierarchical group?
As a security system, yeah, you do. It's actually very important that you function that way because you're going to get orders from people that are above you, and they expect you to carry out those orders. So, yeah, and even currently, we have what we call a level council, and they are the ones that make decisions for what happens in our section. And then we also have level controllers that control communication between different levels. So, and then myself, and I kind of run and act as a liaison between everybody.
Do you know how many different systems are in that 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 the system is composed of?
Um, I'm gonna say there's anywhere from 20 to 30 different types of systems.
And how many other altars do you know of?
Do I personally know of? Wow. Probably about 150, maybe.
Do you have bots? BOTS?
Yeah, yeah. In our systems, we have a lot of bots. Even currently, we still have a lot of bots. I was actually a bot before, and a bot's just so for people that don't know, what a bot is an alter that was initially part of the unconscious as just an alter, and then they remove that alter from the actual unconscious, bring it to the conscious, and then do things so that that alter becomes what they refer to as a bot or part of the bot system. And bot alters are very obedient and believe in the workings of the system. They don't deviate at all, regardless of at what cost. So bots are good. Bots are a good thing to have.
It's short for robot, right?
Correct.
Okay. And how are the bots categorized?
There are sex bots that do sexual things, and they're strictly that's what they do. Is when certain things are triggered, they come forth and then they perform in ways that are they come out and perform that in ways that allow the front or the conscious to go away so that it's just them there. There's also like myself, part of like security bots where we are alerted to any kind of possible breach in security by an outside source. If somebody else that's not a somebody that we know that we're not supposed to be communicating with tries to break in. There's those sorts of bots. There's also bots for very specific functions, such as just dealing with alters on a day-to-day. That what they have what they call sweeper bots that go through the levels and sweep through the levels, and anybody that's not what we refer to as tagged correctly for that level gets kicked off that level by the bot. Um, so they're like I said, they're very good. We're very good because we follow orders and we follow what we're supposed to do very very well, without a lot of thought to what the consequences of our actions.
Are your altars under tag, number, letter combinations?
Yeah, Marlon, it's kind of interesting. These were actually questions I wanted you to ask, like someone else who has a system.
Hmm.
But I'm glad you're asking me. Yeah, our system, and in particular our level, is all about tag numbers. And as a matter of fact, when we get audited, we have to make sure that everything lines up, that all of our tags, and we have recorded tabulations that of all of the altars that are in our level that have very specific tags. And we're actually kind of a unique level because we're one of the few levels where not all the tags have to match. A lot of the other levels, they're very, very strict on their level controllers, and their level council are very, very strict on who can be up there at any given time. We're given a lot more leniency.
Do you have a court system? C-O-R-T.
Yes, we do. Court system is a way of, it's like an audit system, and the audit system will come through once every 4 to 6 months to make sure that everybody and everything is accounted for on the level, just like in real life. They have audits in real life. We have audits within our systems to make sure that everybody is where they're supposed to be. And if you're not, if you get caught out of your system or you don't have the correct tags, well, there's a number of different routes to go, but ultimately you can get what they call courted, and where you have to go down and you have to basically explain why you don't match, and they will decide your fate at that point.
You mentioned going down. Uh, One might think of that as going deeper into the unconscious or further away from conscious awareness of the main personality, right?
Yeah, I like to look at it as like a kind of a big spiral, and as you looking more and more at the spiral, the center of it gets smaller and smaller, and so you kind of go down or into the vortex of that spiral. And as you get down, it's kind of like a spiral. It gets smaller and smaller and smaller until you're dealing with very, very specific alter systems that handle very, very specific things. And a lot of those types of systems have been set up by the outside. That's not a system. The bigger circle is sort of the conscious and what the conscious has done. And as you start spiraling down and you get deeper in that, that's more of what was input by outside sources. So anyways, when I say going down, the court system is part of something that was set up a long time ago and probably isn't even necessary anymore, but they were still there and they still function and we still get audited.
If you have come out, how were you treated?
Um, I've come out myself before. I was not treated well, and I was probably back when I don't even know if she can even remember, very, very young. And what they do is they need to very specifically take the main conscious and then split that main conscious, like I was talking about, into sections. And then each section is assigned, all these various variables, and then they kind of mush it together and let her put it together into whatever form she wants, and this is the form that it's happened to take. So yeah, I'm sorry, long story short, yes, I've been out before and not been treated well. But that's just me. There are other alters who've had vastly different experiences being out.
Are you confined to one area or are you allowed to move about?
I myself am allowed to move about fairly freely up to about level 30, and once we get down to level 30, things start getting a little bit hairier, and I have to start having special, either have somebody with me who is tagged gold, meaning they can go almost anywhere, pretty much within any altar system, or I myself have to have the correct tags. Otherwise, I get detained, which has happened a number of times.
Can you convert into an image that is changed from alter to bot, or are you permanent?
I've actually made the conversion over into a permanent altar or a permanent altar, permanent image. There are altars, I believe, that can switch back and forth, but I'm not one of them, and I'll be honest, I'm not I don't know any of them personally, but I'm sure there are altars that can switch back and forth.
Okay. That was the last question. Thanks, Barrett, for asking them and answering them. Is there anything else that you'd like to add to our talk before we bring out the main personality who's calling herself Inner Fugue for this interview?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything else to really add. Just, you know, uh, glad to have been part of this.
Me too. Thank you. Thanks very much for talking with me, Barrett.
All right, thanks, Marlon.
See you
Take care.
soon. You too. Okay, Inner Fugue, you're back. Is there anything else you would like to say before we end this conversation interview?
No, just on a personal note, that I want to thank the alters that participated and that are going to be participating. We're going to be having another interview soon, hopefully with another alter who's actually what they call a level controller. And the level controllers, we have three of them on the communication that I'm able to, the level that I'm able to communicate with, and the level controllers are responsible for a lot of different things, and one of them has to do with memories. So I'm hoping that she's going to go a little bit into detail about how memories are sort of recovered, and the process that they have to go through for that. So anyway, should be interesting.
Okay. Thank you very much for talking with me, Inner Fugue. I will talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye now.
Bye.